What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Odd Talks, another episode of Odd Talks. Uh, as you heard there, we started with some more Halloween music again. So, welcome back.
If you watch the video. Actually, no. If you're watching the stream only.
That's true. Yes, it is only on the stream. I'm your host, Jeff. Co-host Brandon. Yeah, you are over there this time. Yeah. I always forget where you are. So you actually aren't even using a headset right now.
No, I'm using just earphones.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
fuck,
you sound like absolute shit right now, just so you know.
Oh, I can imagine. It's gotta be horrible.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yikes. So have you heard anything from Razer as far as what they're doing with that?
I've already sent out my headphones.
Oh, nice. Well, at least
that's why I'm using these.
Gonna do something.
I've already sent them out, and they'll be sending me a new ones. Actually, they're gonna be a different color with different cushions because they're out of stock of the ones I usually have, but they're the same exact type, just a different color and different cushion sizes.
Cool. At least they're fucking doing something and covering it.
For the second time, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're getting a new headset. I'm getting a new chair. I'm excited for that.
I wouldn't consider it new.
Well, no, you're getting a new headset. It's gonna be a brand new headset.
I'm getting a new one that I've owned for
it's the same
a year and a half
headset model and everything, but it's a brand new headset.
Yeah. No, this time it's instead of just black, it's a gunmetal gray.
Ooh.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. So a couple announcements that I wanted to get out there. We have decided to eliminate Lunar Lunacy, unfortunately, because we just didn't feel there was the interest in it and didn't really feel it went as well as what we were hoping. So we just decided to eliminate it, and in place of it, we are gonna start working on trying to find some more like gaming type news and tech news to kind of fill that time. The other announcement I wanted to get out there too was that Brennan and I have decided to start the long, arduous task of developing a game of our own. It'll be kind of a dungeon crawler type of game, with almost endless levels, kind of like Tetris. You know, it had almost endless levels, but Tetris did actually have an end to it. I don't know if you know that or not, but it did have an end. So yeah, those are the couple announcements I wanted to get out there, and this week will be the first week that we'll not be doing the Lunar Lunacy. So
sad times.
On that note, we'll get into our first story here that we have. So I'm really looking forward to your reactions on some of this shit. This
I think that's all you look for.
Oh, this woman is something else, dude. You will probably have to mute your mic and turn on the volume for the stream because you're gonna want to hear this woman. She is something else.
Oh God, it's a video.
Well, there is a video with the news story.
Can you send me the link to it?
Yeah, actually, that would probably be easier because then you can listen to the video.
Yeah, I can watch it with you.
There you go. So this woman, as it says, woman uses moose poop to make art. And I'm not even kidding. So she is literally taking moose poop from pretty much her backyard and somehow turning it into what she calls art. And she is overly enthusiastic about it. Like, extremely overly enthusiastic about it.
Well, I know when I went to Alaska, golden moose nuggets were a big thing that they sold in a lot of their little shops down there.
What?
Yeah.
Golden moose nuggets?
It's pretty much moose shit, but they cover it in gold flakes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So we'll start this video up here. Why do I hear no audio?
Same.
Everyone takes
Oh, there we go.
Everyone goes to the bathroom, so everyone can relate to that. And the terms that I use to name these products are everyday terms that, you know, people are used to hearing and stuff. So it just kind of, you just try to, you know, combine the two to come up with something halfway decent that's funny, you know. For example, the first thing that we make now, instead of a cuckoo clock, see, this is a poo-poo clock.
I gotta stop it right there. Poo-poo clock. Brandon, do you want a poo-poo clock?
This is literally shit I saw in Alaska. I'm not even fucking joking.
No pun intended, eh?
No.
Oh my god. Poo-poo clock. Oh, now it screwed up my video on me. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. It was just some stupid advertisement thing that popped up. Okay. So, yeah, and... Yeah. Oh, man, this woman. And she's so... Like, she acts like there's nothing wrong with this. Like, there's... Oh, man, I don't know.
What we did see is we took them turds and we crammed them in between the number there, so that's 130, 230,
The turds
330.
are all local.
We crammed the turds in between the numbers, so that's 1230, 130, 230, 330. What in the hell? Like, why? What possesses you to do this?
Now over here we make fecal people. And
Fecal
upon the shape
people.
of them middle turds right there, we can do them with big boobs or guts or butts or long legs or short
Big
legs.
boobs or
Because
guts?
Two turds that are ever alike. Have you ever seen a turd?
No,
two turds
no,
alike?
poop is the same.
No. The
No
turds are all
two
local.
turds are
They just
alike.
Go out and track a moose, and wherever the moose are, they're going to take a crap. And I have found that when a moose takes a dump, you walk about 50
way
yards
she
in any
fucking ends
direction,
it.
and they take another dump.
When a moose takes a dump, you walk in 50 yards in any direction and there's another dump. Like, what do you have to do on a daily basis to have that kind of knowledge? The knowledge of where moose take poops and where they take their next poop. What happened?
And when a moose takes
there
a
we go.
dump, they'll crap out between 200 and 400 turds every time they take a crap. So it's like I get $5 a turd for these things. So I get jumping right up and down. I get excited when I see a turd.
I get excited when I see a turd. Oh my god. $5 a turd though. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I'm in the wrong business, man.
Dude, I'm saying.
Oh, too bad I don't have any moose running around in my backyard. $5 a turd, and she's... What did she say? Like 500 turds of poop? Let's see if I can find where she says that.
These things. So I get jumping right up and down. I get excited. And when a moose takes a dump, they'll crap out between 200 and 400 turds every time.
Between 200 and 400 turds every time they take a dump. 200 and 400 turds, that's, you know, you're talking between $1,000 and $2,000 per pile of shit you find.
Yeah.
So a pile of shit that you find in your backyard is worth between $1,000 and $2,000. Well, hell, I wish I had some kind of animals like that in my backyard.
What if we start taking our dog shit?
Right? Like, what the fuck? You know, where's this kind of shit gonna end? No pun intended, but I just don't understand why this lady seems to think that this is okay, and like people aren't gonna look at her funny. Like, who are people really buying this shit?
I feel like, well, because that's what she says at the end of it. She's like, I get excited when people buy my shit, pretty much.
No, when she finds a poop, she gets excited. That's what she was talking about. When she finds a pile of poop.
Well, I'm sure she gets excited when people buy her shit.
Well, I'm sure that, I mean, fuck, you, if you were selling anything, wouldn't you get excited when somebody buys your shit?
Not really.
No matter what you're selling?
Not really.
I mean, I would too. I mean, that's your business. That's what you're doing. You're trying to sell the shit.
Literally.
But fuck, like I almost wish I had a way to look up what the average yearly earnings are of this Turdy Works company. I don't really know how to go about looking that kind of crap up.
Literally. Yeah.
Because I would actually really like to know what kind of money this company is bringing in. Like, are they actually making sales? Because it doesn't seem like something that they would be selling very well. I mean, she's got a
You'd be
Facebook and
surprised.
stuff. Facebook and a Twitter. I'm pretty sure. Or at least a Facebook.
Yeah, I'm getting on the Facebook right now.
Oh, God.
Her hours are always open.
Well, yeah, she probably just sells everything online, I would think.
Due to the high demand for our products at this time, we are no longer selling the Turdy Clock until the end of October. We apologize, but we have over 400 orders just for the clock. It is
What?
so amazing that you all, for your shitty support.
400 orders for the Turdy Clock.
Yeah.
Like, I could make that clock, that same clock, I could make that and just take a fucking ball of mud.
She sells t-shirts for $25. It's Turdy Works t-shirts. Holy fuck. I'm about to look on her website and see.
I mean, I could just make that clock and wad up a ball of fucking mud, dry it in the oven.
Here, open that. That's her shop.
And then stick it on a fucking clock and just claim it's poop. Oh, it's an Etsy shop, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get back to info display. Okay, so here's...
Shitty weed.
You know, actually, these prices really aren't horrible.
No, they're not. She has 29 fucking pages. 665 sales.
Who the hell gets this creative over poop? Wait, poopsicle?
Dude, if you click on the all at the top left, I don't remember exactly what it said.
This has got to be a joke. This has
Look
got
up-
to...
Do the 685 sales. It'll list them in order, and all the top ones are completely sold out. The fecal people, they're sold out.
Wait. Do what? What are you talking about?
The 635 sales tab at the top left, it's under the Turdy Works name.
Okay.
If you click on that, it'll actually list all the sold things first and go in order. There's 29 pages of things she sells, and everything on the first page is sold out.
What the fuck? But, like, the thing I was saying that there's got to be a joke here is this poopsicle. The description is literally, take a bite out of that shit. Quote unquote. Take a bite out of that shit.
I think it's literally just to fuck with people.
You can't be serious that she's advertising this as something to actually eat.
Okay, never mind. This is literally every single order beginning from when she started selling things.
Oh, okay, so that's not necessarily that they're sold out.
She's sold 685 things so far.
20
685 people have bought from her.
20
if you go to
people
the last page,
20 people have the poopsicle in their cart right now.
if you go to the last page and just go backwards in numbers, you'll be able to see all the fucking poo-poo clocks that got bought. Shit weed and shit clip people bought.
This isn't going to the next pages for me, I don't think.
You go to the very bottom. If you just
There
click
we
on
go.
29.
Yeah, there's the
Click
poo-poo
on
clock.
29 and go back. I think if you start from 29 is
Oh, yeah.
the newest orders. Or the latest
I mean,
orders,
there was five poo-poo clocks right there.
Yeah.
We
Wait,
literally
you're
could
seeing less than me.
we literally could call this a shit show.
Yeah, because it is.
Because this has become a shit show. And I don't know if I really care for that. I don't really want this to become a shit show. I want this to actually be a good show.
God, the fact that people
I cannot believe
poo-poo platters and
that these people are there's this many people buying this shit.
literally
It's too easy to just have really crappy puns. See, it's just too easy.
Really.
So she has 23 items that she's selling. 23 different items. Yeah, it says right underneath items. It says all 23.
Jesus.
The shop owner, the username is Holy Crap One.
Same.
What was I just gonna look for it on here? There was something that I was just gonna look at on here, and I don't remember now.
I kind of want a moose turd garland. Or a shit on a half shell.
I wanted to see if this showed when the shop was opened. On Etsy since 2018. So she hasn't even been open a year, dude.
Yeah, no.
Opened her shop this year. So you can't even say it's the news, the news publicity that's helping her shop. Clearly the news publicity was a result of the popularity of such a taboo shop. Like, because at first I was going to say I think the news publicity was what, helped with getting all these orders and selling out the poo-poo clocks and stuff like that. But now that I see that she's only been in business since this year, I don't know. I think the news publicity follows the popularity of the store.
Those are all her comments on the one that she talked about selling 400. Those are some of the comments. There's 313 and 195 shares.
Wait until the end of October. I need the clock. Do you have a waiting list? One bright spot in the news world today, and it's about shit. Perfect. I wanted December turds anyway. Same shit, different day.
She literally just comments on everyone's, questions to her. Saying shit like, thanks so much for all the shitty love and shitty support.
She's using it as a pun, too, in every way.
No, exactly, she is.
I have to give this woman credit. I mean, as weird as she sounds in that video, and as repulsive as it is to think that she's actually enjoying this,
she's making hella money.
She's hella smart, dude. She's got all the easy puns like we were just saying. It's, what the hell is this crap? Well, that's a pun right away, right there. It's so easy to get puns on this, and it's selling.
48,552 people liked their page, and 49,144 people followed the page on Facebook.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow. Jesus. I honestly gotta say, I think I was expecting to only talk about this story for probably 5 minutes and it would be done because it wouldn't be that interesting, but holy fuck. When we delved a little deeper into the business and stuff, it became it became a little more interesting. The shit just got real.
Yeah.
Holy man, that's crazy, dude. Well, on the next news story that I got here, kind of keeping on the order of just stupid stuff that you wouldn't expect to be real. So this next one that I got is Colorado thieves break into pot dispensary but only get oregano.
Oh, I heard something about this.
So basically I think it was two guys. They broke into or no, there was more than two guys I think involved, because they actually crashed a van through the front glass windows and stuff. I think there was people that crashed the van through, and then another car pulled up. A couple guys got out, stole some stuff from the dispensary, and left in the getaway car, leaving the van wedged in the building, only to find out that the jars they took were display jars and full of oregano.
Yep.
This one's got a video again too. I can play that.
Colorado Springs are likely a little bit disappointed. Police say teens hopped out of the van after smashing into the Native Root store and grabbed jars. Turns out the jars on display are not pot.
All of our product was locked away.
Oh, they also targeted a
Some
liquor
apparel.
store.
Oh, really? I didn't see that part.
Yeah, that's what they say at the end of the video.
Oh, okay.
Was accessible, but even those items in the display case are all display. They are unmedicated product.
Whoops.
Why would
One
they
witness
think
says he saw
that
all
companies
three of the
would leave
suspects.
shit
Police say
out
the same group
like
of
that?
teenagers may have targeted a liquor store as well.
Jesus Christ. Like, what did you think was gonna happen when you're stealing the display items that are still sitting out on the counters of a closed shop? It's the middle of the night. You're breaking into a shop, which is a medical marijuana dispensary. Your first thought is, oh hey, the shit out on the counter, that's gotta be real. They wouldn't lock that up. Why would they lock that up? That's gotta be real marijuana.
They must have been high when it happens.
you man, you would hope. Because that would give them an excuse for being so dumb. I mean, like, seriously, open the fucking jar. You can smell the crap. Like,
I mean, they already crashed their car through the fucking door.
Exactly. You've already smashed a van through the front of the building. And then you go in there and you grab these jars without even a second thought about it. Looking at it a little closer, making sure it actually looks like pot. Maybe open the jar and smell it, because good weed smells rank as fuck. So all you gotta do is open that jar and you're smelling that shit from across the fucking shop. So when you open that jar and realize, hey, there's no rank smell, this actually smells kind of good, maybe you would have realized that, hey, this ain't fucking pot. Like, just stupidity. Absolute stupidity. I can't believe it. Well, they got what was coming to them, I guess. You know, you want to do something so stupid like that, well then, that's what you get off on. Or how you're gonna make out, I mean. That's what's gonna happen. That's called karma, I guess. That's what I would call that. That was a quick, easy story. Let's see, which one do I want to talk about next? We got an option of like 3 or 4 here. We'll probably do like 2 more news stories here, and then we'll go into the gaming, because you said you probably got about 15 minutes worth of content on that.
Oh, I'm sure I can keep talking for forever.
Okay, you want? Did you pin that message with the file?
I can right now.
Okay, because it's gonna be way up now, and I'm not gonna be able to find it real quick. So
Yeah,
okay, there we go. So yeah, the next one I got here, this one actually, I thought this would be fun to talk about, because I don't see how they can get away with this shit, but okay. Six Flags St. Louis challenges you to stay in a coffin for 30 hours. Like, okay, so that's the headline. Now, going off of just the headline, do you think you would be willing to do this for money?
Yeah.
Okay, what would your bottom dollar be to do this and sit in a coffin for 30 hours? Mind you, it's 30 hours. This is more than a day.
500.
Without eating,
I would do it for
drinking,
500.
anything.
I would probably do it for 500.
You wouldn't do it for 300?
I'd think about it. I might. I don't know. It depends on my mood.
That's what you have the chance of winning. Now, mind you, I said chance of winning.
Why is it a chance? Oh, yeah, it does say might.
Because 6 people total will be picked to compete in this challenge.
And if everyone does it, they split it.
Everybody gets their 2x7 foot coffin that the park describes as slightly used. If more
it gets raffled.
If more than one person completes the challenge, the $300 will be raffled among those people.
That fucking sucks.
So you could spend 30 fucking hours locked in a coffin, only to come out and find out 2 other people did it with you, managed to pull it off, have the raffle go, and walk away with absolutely nothing.
I still think I'd think about it.
Except for a hungry fucking belly and a thirst that you wouldn't believe. That's... I don't think I would do it. It has nothing to do with being in the coffin.
Well, okay, if you read the other line, this line that starts, but there are plenty of additional rules to make the challenge feel a bit easier to tackle. There is a 6-minute bathroom break every hour, and all meals,
What?
snacks, and drinks are provided by the park. That makes it easy as fuck.
Oh my god, come on, really?
To top it off, phone charging stations will be available, which means you could theoretically Netflix your way through the whole entire thing.
Oh, come on.
That's easy as fuck. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you noticed that, because I didn't even notice that part when I was looking at this story before. Oh my god, like, I'd do that for $100, man.
And then the next thing is if you finish, you actually get to keep the coffin.
That's cool as fuck.
That's cool as shit. I'd do it just for the coffin.
Free Halloween decoration.
Exactly. Or your deathbed.
Like, dude, that totally changes everything, because here I was under the impression this was like a true challenge. Like, you're going 30 hours without eating or drinking. You know, yeah, they might let you out to go to the bathroom if it's becoming an emergency where you need to get to the bathroom, but they'll monitor you as far as making sure you go into the bathroom, use the bathroom, come out, get back in the coffin, stay there.
Yeah.
And I figured no phones or nothing like that. But, like they said, like, you could Netflix your way through 30 hours. It's not hard to find 30 hours worth of television series on Netflix. And then you're done, you know? Next thing you know, you've binge watched an entire series and you're done with this challenge.
Yeah.
So, oh my god. So that's how they're getting away with it, though, too. Because at first I was thinking to myself, there's no way Six Flags can get away with this. There's gonna be repercussions for this. But now that I know that they're allowing snacks and drinks and bathroom breaks every hour, phones, allowing you to bring your phone in there, that totally changes everything. Then there's nothing that Six Flags has to worry about as far as repercussions. Because they're still feeding you and hydrating you. And they're giving you entertainment while you're in there. So there's nothing you can complain about.
Yeah, you're getting free shit all fucking day.
Yeah, the only thing you're doing is wasting away 30 hours of your life. Which, I mean, to some people, 30 hours of my life is a little more important than that,
eat, and drink in the coffin.
Fucking fam, did I read this story first? Yes, I did read this story first. I just didn't read all the way through. I was in a hurry this week. It was a busy week with a lot of late nights at work, so I didn't have a chance to really look for odd news stories until about Friday or Thursday afternoon. So it was just yesterday that I started looking through some of these and actually trying to get some information on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I mean, it's still pretty cool. I mean, I still probably would have brought this news story up either way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's awesome. I'd still do this without a doubt.
Yeah, and it makes the $300 seem a lot more, seem like a lot higher value.
Exactly, because you're not. Well, I think it would have been a higher value if you didn't get all the other stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Then you're actually competing for something.
I see what you're saying.
It's easy. Right now, it's easy as shit. But before, you were literally competing for that $300.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I guess I worded that wrong. Maybe I don't know how I'd word that. Like, I don't know how to word it. Like, what I'm trying to say. Like, what you're saying makes sense. Yeah, there's more value in that $300 when it's nothing. Like, there's nothing that you get to bring in there with you. No no meals, no snacks, no drinks. That $300 becomes worth a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
But when you get all those luxuries, that $300. God, I don't know how to word this. Like,
You're probably gonna get $300 in meals,
it
snacks,
becomes-
and drinks.
it becomes more money. I should say more money, not more value.
Yeah.
That $300 seems like a lot more money than what it did when.
Because most people would just do it for the food and drinks. They'd quit
Oh, fuck
halfway
yeah.
through and be like, "I'm fucking full and I'm ready to go home."
Yeah, binge watch a couple of fucking series on Netflix and eat a few meals and have a few drinks and then.
I'd have to know a week
See
ahead
ya.
of time so I could make sure I wasn't watching any of my YouTube videos. So I had people to watch
Yeah, there
while
you
I was
go.
in the
Yep.
casket.
Yep. Well, and then you get to, like you said, you get to go home with the coffin too. Fuck that.
Exactly.
That makes for.
So you could go home if 30 hours wasn't enough. Go fucking sleep in it some more.
Yeah. Yeah. Or use it as a free, awesome Halloween decoration.
Exactly.
Yeah, you also got that too, fam. That you can basically just the bragging rights alone. I mean, now honestly, bragging rights wouldn't mean anything to me, with knowing the way it is.
Yeah.
If it was the way I originally thought, there's
bragging
Oh
rights.
yeah, there's bragging rights in that. There's definitely bragging
this
rights
way,
in
not
that.
really. It's 45 minutes pretty much of sleeping in a coffin every hour
Well,
for 30 hours.
Well, and that's the other thing. You could sleep away at least 8 hours of that.
Oh, I
just-
could
just
sleep
from
for
boredom.
15 hours of that
Yeah,
because
just
of boredom.
sheer boredom. You're just gonna end up falling asleep. Yeah, that's crazy. I definitely did not notice that. Like I kept reading through it, and I guess I just didn't quite read far enough.
Yeah. You only needed to go 2 lines more.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess once I saw that it was like the fact that it was you're competing, and it could be raffled off if more than one person wins. I guess that was enough to make me be like, oh my god, yeah, we definitely got to add this. And
Yeah, because I don't think
then
it's
I
legal
stopped
to
reading.
do the other way.
No, I don't think it would. That was kind of why I was like, wait, dude, there's no way they can be doing this. There's no way. That would be bad publicity. Bad publicity for sure. You have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. What?
The new Assassin's Creed.
Oh, no, nothing about it.
Looks good, but I don't know.
Oh my god, this this next one. Oh man, I honestly don't know what I would have done if I was there for this one and actually seen this guy performing this act.
Oh god.
Let me get this up on display here. So, Virginia man accused of rubbing produce on buttocks and putting it back on shelves. So now, this one I just went off the headline. I had to pull this story and talk about it. So I haven't read anything on this one. Mainly just because I wanted to kind of find out, okay, like, what exactly do they mean by that? Like, was he literally putting it between his pants and his butt? Like, going inside and everything, right to the skin, and rubbing it on a butt cheek? I mean, yeah, that's still disgusting as hell, but I guess that ain't so bad as rubbing it right down the crack. Like, if he's actually rubbing that produce right down the crack of his butt.
That's what one of the lines says. The employee told Officer Johnson that was allegedly seen picking up produce, pulling down his pants, rubbing the produce in his buttocks, replacing the produce back on the shelf.
So probably most likely
Bare
was,
ass.
yeah, was most likely rubbing it up and down in the crack of his butt.
What, did the store not have any toilet paper?
But like what the fuck? What makes you do this? Could you imagine like a pineapple?
I mean,
Ow!
they weren't specific on which produce. Maybe he chose the soft stuff.
I would hope he didn't put a pineapple down. Oh, I suppose you ain't gonna really fit a pineapple between your pants and your ass. That'd be pretty tough to fit
Well,
that.
he pulled
but...
his pants down.
Oh wait, really? It pulled it? Oh damn, he did.
Pulling down his pants, then rubbing the produce.
So he is bare assing it through the fucking supermarket.
Yeah, and then shoving apples, oranges, and shit in his ass.
Oh, Johnson was arrested inside the supermarket, charged with 2 misdemeanors, indecent exposure, and destruction of property. Really? That's it?
Oh, a picture of the guys at the bottom.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, fucking Afro from hell, man. Holy shit.
What, I want to know his reasoning behind doing this.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and why do you only get 2 misdemeanors of indecent exposure and destruction of property? Like, motherfucker, you destroyed more than just a couple fucking produce pieces.
Several pallets of produce, presumably tainted by Jonathan's bear.
Yeah. You rub one fucking apple on your ass and you put it back on the shelf with 1,000 other apples. I hope that fucking store is pulling all 1,000 fucking apples off the shelf.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then sanitizing that whole goddamn produce display before they put any more out. Jesus God. Was later released on his own recognizance? The fuck? Never heard of that word.
I guess someone recognized him and got him out. I guess that's what that's meaning.
A police report mentioned it was fruit. So he had something against the fucking vegetables or what, dude? Like, what's your problem with vegetables, man?
No, fruit are softer.
Well, yeah, unless you go with a pineapple. No, you use a pineapple if your ass is scratchy.
You're right.
If you got an itch, then you grab the pineapple. If you're just looking to wipe, well, then you got to grab something like a banana, or maybe even settle for an apple. But yeah, if you got an itch, then you reach for the pineapple for sure.
Jesus.
Oh, fucking Christ. All right.
I mean, that's one way to keep your area from having any sort of bad smell.
Here does my ass smell like fucking banana? What the fuck? Oh my God. Alright, I gotta pull up that thing that you... Let's see if I can pull this up here.
Yeah, see if you can. If not, it's all good. I'll just send you the website really quick.
Okay, just downloaded. See if I can pull this up or not. Yeah, I am not going to pay the outrageous amounts of money that Microsoft wants for Microsoft
I get
Word.
mine for free for being in school.
When I spent the outrageous amounts of money that I spent on the computer that was Windows 10 included, so you fuckers can include some Microsoft Word, as far as I'm concerned. Alright.
It's weird. Did you make sure you used all the CDs and stuff that came with your stuff?
No, nothing came with it. I don't even have a CD-ROM drive on my computer.
No product codes or anything that came in the box?
Nope.
That's weird.
Nope. Windows Starter Home Edition.
Well,
or Windows
usually...
10 Home Edition.
Okay, so they gave you a first edition, I guess you could say.
It's just Home Edition, so it's not like a Pro, Windows 10 Pro or Windows 10 Office or anything like that. It looks like I was able to open it at least, but I got all kinds of product notices and everything else fucking popping up.
Just exit them out.
Product notice. Most of the features of Word have been disabled because it hasn't been activated.
Oh, no shit.
No shit. When I try to activate it, you fuckers want to charge me $1,000. All right, so this is your topic now, man. This is all you.
Times. Gotta love when you do scripts for these type of things. I guess I'll pretty much just go off, starting by talking about what Red Dead is. They started off with the first game. I don't remember if it ever made it to PC, but it was PS3 and Xbox 360. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is
on PS4 too, wasn't it?
No, it never came to PS4. This game's been out for... The first original game came out so friggin' long ago.
I thought that came out for PS4.
Oh,
okay.
Came out in 2010.
God damn.
It never came out for PS4. So this Red Dead Redemption is an upcoming Western-themed action-adventure video game developed and published by Rockstar Games. It is scheduled to be released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. As of right now, those are the only two consoles it'll be on October 26, 2018. I already have it pre-ordered, the Ultimate Edition.
So I'm out either way, even if I wanted it, because I don't even pay for PSN anymore on my PS4. So
you could if it's really something you're interested in, and I feel like it really could be something you were interested in. I'd say go for it.
I don't have time to get on my PS4, and that's why I don't pay for PSN anymore.
Just stream straight off of PlayStation.
Without PSN, you can't play anything online.
No, I know, but you could play the whole story mode.
Yeah, well, I don't.
So, okay, online isn't even going to be in the game initially when it drops. Online is not coming till mid-November.
Yeah,
and
see, on games
beta.
like this, I don't really play story mode. So that was the same thing with like Call of Duty and shit. I never played through the campaigns.
No, I fucking loved Red Dead for its story. I think their stories are really well made.
Are these actual in-game graphics, or are
Yes.
these CGI?
No, these are dead-ass the graphics from in-game.
I don't believe that at all.
This game is taking 105 gigs of your PlayStation or Xbox. That's how much the game size is. The map is fucking humongous.
Dude, graphics like in-game graphics like this, even on a PS4 Pro.
Nope,
be...
that's where the pictures were taken from, was a 4K TV and a PS4 Pro. But honestly, not having a 4K TV and it not being a Pro is not that much difference. If you're big on graphics, it's a seeable difference. If not, that's literally the graphics from the game.
That seems really hard to believe, because I don't even see how you could get those kind of graphics while in-game.
That's why it took them 8 years to make it.
Typically, you see these kinds of things with CGI trailers, and that's the only place you see them.
Nope. Multiple game companies have already been able to play the game, and they said it looks exactly like this.
This image right here, the image from behind the guy drawing back the bow at a deer, that is an incredible image.
That's from hunting in the game, which is now a literal thing. Hunting is one of the biggest ways of making income in the game for story mode. See, I don't know how online will be compared to everything in story mode, so I couldn't say anything about that.
I don't know. I think some of these have got to be CGI, because like this one, the one with the guy drawing the bow at the deer.
No, because you can actually turn off your HUD and do stuff like that. That picture with the bow is literally a third-person view in game, and the HUD is just turned off.
See, but the next picture down though has the HUD on screen, but the graphics are nowhere near as high quality.
It's also because I just pulled all the images off of straight up Google. If you go to the actual link of Rockstar's page for Red Dead, you can go through certain things like wildlife, frontier cities and towns, screenshots.
Yeah, like because like you get to the deer and the crocodile again, and same there. It's no HUD, but the images are incredibly
because
detailed.
There is a camera in the game. You can add like filters and stuff. That's what you're seeing with coloration. But the graphics, that's how it looks in game. That's all of what I'm hearing. That's why the game takes up so much space.
I mean, I know it's getting there. It's getting to that point with gaming where even in game you're gonna have these incredibly realistic graphics.
Yeah. But this game,
the processing power you're looking at to be able to do that is insane. You're talking huge amounts of processing power.
Oh yeah. No, they any Rockstar game, they're never able to run it at 60 FPS. Every game is going to be running. This game will only run at 30 FPS. They did say as of a week ago when it was tested by some of the gaming companies, there are very small times where there is small drops, almost completely unnoticeable. But that's literally all that's going on right now. They don't play 60 FPS. They're all 30 FPS because that's just the only way they could possibly play it.
Well, and I don't think that's a huge deal. I mean, I know a
No,
lot of
I don't
people
either.
piss and moan about a game that's running in 30 frames a second, but I mean, I stream at 30 frames per second, and the difference between my 30 FPS streams, excuse me, and my 60 FPS streams is nothing. I mean, it's unnoticeable.
Yeah, it really is. That's why they say if you really are good at noticing drops and stuff in FPS, that's the only way you would have noticed any type of FPS drop. There's almost no FPS drop in the game. They've spent so much time working on this game.
And yet we can't get Rocket League to release a 64-bit version of their game.
Yeah.
You hear that,
Okay,
Psionics?
yeah.
Fucking...
Alright, I'll give a little bit more backstory into it. The game is a prequel to the 2010 Red Dead Redemption, which
Wait,
is set
a
in
prequel?
Yeah.
So it's Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's a prequel.
That's what the wording was for it. I don't think that's true. Because
seems
the
weird.
old character from the first game is in this game. I still haven't figured out if it's before or after. They're saying it's after, but they worded it prequel.
Yeah, because prequel would mean that this takes place before Red Dead, the first version.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going off of what was put on.
That's weird.
So it follows the story of Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan is the main character. That's the one you're seeing in majority of the screenshots. The blue shirt,
Okay.
with the brown pants.
Yep.
He's an outlaw and a member of the Vanderlyn gang in 1899. In the waning years of the American Old West and extinction of the age of outlaws and gunslingers. Among returning characters are John Marston and Dutch Vanderlyn, which are from Red Dead Redemption 1. The protagonist and the antagonist from the previous game, they're all from the first game. Now, when it comes to features, new features in this game, it's a list that I was typing out, and I still did not get anywhere near the amount of things that are coming. First of all,
as far as over and above,
just in the amount of shit, this game went from where you were just playing and having fun and everything was super easy. This game is basically a survival game now. Everything you do affects the whole entire world in the game. Time is completely how the game runs. Through time, buildings will get built. People will become older. Through time, your character will actually grow a beard and you have to shave it off.
what the fuck?
It is so fucking realistic.
Why did they go so far away from the original?
Because this is what people were wanting, and they didn't want it to be close to what GTA came out to be. Because GTA is...
Well, that's what I mean. Because Red Dead was more of a... Basically, in a nutshell, it was GTA Western themed.
Yeah, no, it's not like that at all now.
Huh.
Now it's based off of what Wild West shit should have been. This is how Red Dead Redemption 1 should have been, but of course, capacity limits, graphics limits, all storage limits, all that shit.
So
then just designs.
It sounds like... So what you're saying is they're making it sound like you actually build your own town. Like, you can actually build up a town, like, you know, like in Minecraft, you can
Pretty
build...
much.
You can build your own house and build your own...
Not like literally
buildings.
where you can build the buildings,
Well,
but over
you
time
have
buildings
templates.
will get built in towns.
Yeah,
You camp with your gang, and you can... I think there was said that you can upgrade your camps. You can actually design your camp the way you want to, where your gang stays.
And it's probably, as far as the buildings, they're probably just like prefab building templates that you place it down,
Yeah,
and then, like you said, over time it builds.
Once you do like a mission or so, it'll progress time a lot quicker, and those buildings will get built through you doing missions. Those buildings will drastically get built. So yes, it is through like multiple stages of the game.
Hmm.
So I'll go ahead and just read some of the newer features. First of all, you can play the whole entire game through first person, and there's a setting that you can remove the horse head in first person to have a better view. They
That's
did
kind
give
of
you
nice.
that option.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
nice.
What I said earlier, you can disable and edit the HUD to your liking. So that's a choice.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's got to be a first for almost any game, honestly. The editing portion, I should say.
For it being a PlayStation Xbox title, yeah. If it was a lot of PC games have that where you could.
Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah.
But consoles, you don't really hear about that. Something interesting for the game. The composer composed 192 new original pieces for the game.
What? 192?
192. He's the same composer who did the music for the first Red Dead, and he did 192 new original pieces for this one.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's a lot of new pieces.
Yeah.
Especially, like, new original pieces. Like, he had to come up with all this shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he had 8 years to do it, to be honest. Just
Wow. Yeah, but did they really start working on Red Dead Redemption 2 immediately after
I don't know
Red
if
Dead?
they started working on it before Red Dead was even finished. I mean, Rockstar's weird. Sometimes because they have different groups working on different games. Like, there's a separate group working on GTA than there is from Red Dead.
Yeah, true.
So they could have already started this game way before Red Dead even released the first version, and they were seeing where that went. Like, Red Dead now is pretty much dead for what it is.
That don't surprise me.
I can get on, but the game is pretty much broken. The game freezes constantly, you crash, everything breaks, people go invisible. I played recently, that's how the game is right now.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So the beginning of the game, you pretty much start in a area called Grizzly Mountains, and while you uncover the map over time, it's a light fog over the map. You uncover the map by traveling around. The map, I think, from just a small area, I wish I had a representation of it. It took them 45 minutes to travel from a very small area, not even a fourth of the map, to get across. Not even a quarter of the map. It took 45 minutes. So I think if you were to actually initially travel the whole entire map, it'd probably take you a good couple hours.
So a little more realistic travel times as far as being on horses and stuff like that, and not having combustion engines to drive around.
Yes, there are multiple different breeds of horses built for different styles. You pretty much have garages for your horses.
Yeah,
which are
just stable,
barns. Yeah. And so you can go off of whatever type of horse you want to use at that time, and go from there. Gore in this game is a thing. Body parts and shotguns do not mix. You shoot off someone's leg with a shotgun, their leg is now gone at close range.
What the hell?
You shoot off a horse's leg, it literally shows the bone and there is no leg. I've seen that picture. I actually wish I would have added that to the images. But some of the gore is ridiculous.
Not safe for YouTube.
Not safe for YouTube, but you can stream on Twitch. Catch me.
Yeah, well, yeah. The problem is that this all goes up on YouTube afterwards. So
I'm not putting anything on YouTube. I'm still debating on if it's something that people are interested in. I will stream for Twitch, but if it's not something that
I'm talking for as far as if you would have had a screen captured image.
That's where Rockstar posted their video, their trailer, which had the horse's leg getting blown off.
But remember, it's okay for certain people to break the rules on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but they know it's video game.
Like,
and their title isn't say, "Hey, we just blew a horse's leg off."
I forget the guy's name. Stephen Colbert, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Can basically, I think, if I remember right, it was something like he basically pretty much did the same thing that Logan Paul or whatever did.
Yeah.
And has a monetized video of it. But
Oh.
Logan Paul got shut down. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that shows that it doesn't matter how big you are.
No, Stephen Colbert is in cahoots or something with YouTube where he could put anything up. It doesn't matter. He could put anything up video-wise. And YouTube will allow him to monetize it.
Well, that's the same way with Logan to a certain extent.
But Logan
'Cause
got pulled for the
yes, after how
Suicide
many people
Forest.
complain though? After how many
I
people
think
said
he
things.
would have gotten pulled either way because of that.
If people didn't say anything, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there.
No, it's fine. So another thing, I'm literally just going down a massive list. I won't go through everything because I am seeing the time.
Yeah.
Arthur is affected by every bit of damage done to him. Being shot in the leg, he'll actually have a limp. If he's punched, he'll get a black eye if he gets punched in the face. Animal fights, he'll have scratches on his body. They will actually stay there for multiple days in game, and then they will slowly disappear.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Negative consequences for getting into bad situations. Guns create fire and can ignite flammable substances nearby.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it literally is a survival game now. You have to think about a lot of what
Brandon,
you do.
let me shoot you. Oh fuck, I missed. Oh fuck, now that forest is on fire.
Yeah, exactly. A new thing that wasn't in last Red Dead, you can now swim. Swimming is possible, but you're not very good at it. Then going into the next thing is canoes are now a thing. You can actually use canoes for water travel. That was not an option available in the first one.
Makes sense though. I mean, they would have had canoes.
No, they should have had that in the first version, but I
Yeah.
don't think there was enough water to be able to do that, honestly. Now, the new areas, there is so much water.
Okay.
So there's 7 skills to improve on in the game. It's health, stamina, and deadeye. Those are the 3 main ones. And then there's strength, dexterity, instinct, and great. Don't know what great is, but that's what I heard from the
How's
7
it spelled?
skills.
Like the word
I
great?
don't even know how it's spelled. I heard it through a voice.
Oh, okay.
I spelled it Grate, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be spelled. Back to hunting being a thing. Hunting is one of the main sources of income. There's a new it's like a hunting sense. When you shoot an animal, or you can sense tracks. If you find tracks for an animal, you can actually sense where the direction of where that animal went. When you shoot an animal, they can be injured and run away. You might have to chase them through blood, and they could die then, or you might not have killed the animal. Shooting animals in certain locations of their body could inhibit what you get yield in return. If you shoot a fucking, I don't know, some type of explosive at an animal, you're not going to be able to retrieve the stuff you got from it.
Well,
so-
obviously.
Yeah. I mean, in a lot of games, it's not like that.
Well, no, but
So, they did add a bow to this game, a bow and arrow. They say that is the best thing to use when it comes to hunting.
well, yeah, it makes sense because it's quiet.
Yeah. Quiet, and it's a much cleaner kill.
Okay. Well, yeah, I suppose you get more resources out of the animal after the kill.
Yep. Back to the cities and states will actually be built over time in game through missions. Once you do missions, cities and states will progress. The old map is so the map is literally the whole entire old map from Red Dead 1, and then a giant expansion to it. Literally the map is 3 times what it was before now.
Okay.
But it still has the old areas from the old one, like New Austin, and a lot of the big ones that people like. Blackwater was one of the main cities in the old one. So when you get bounties on you, bounty hunters are a thing. They will try to find you, and they will try to kill you until you pay off your bounty.
Interesting.
There is some kids in the game. John Marston has a kid. Kid violence is not allowed. You can't do anything to kids, but they do have kids in the game.
I suppose the developers Rockstar probably
Yeah.
didn't want to condone or promote child abuse.
That'd be a bad idea. I think everybody was kind of worried about that.
Like they actually have it limited to where you can't actually even physically do anything to that. Like you can shoot a gun at a kid and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you can scare them. I'm pretty sure you can, but you literally can't do anything. You can't lasso them. You can't do anything to the kids.
So your bullets are basically like they wouldn't even go through if you're shooting a gun at one.
No.
Yeah.
It treats them as like a brick wall.
Yeah, they're just a non-interactable entity, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So trains are drivable. You're able to ring the bell, the horn on it, I guess. The train horn, and then you can drive it forwards and backwards. Oh god, I have something opening. There's an honor system in the game now. Anything you do good will affect you in a good way. There is a thing that IGN, when they were playing, so there was a guy that they saved from a snake attack.
Okay.
A couple days later, they went into town. It was actually one of the gun merchants in the town. He ended up giving them a weapon, a free weapon in his shop for them saving him
Makes
from
sense.
the snake.
Yep. And back in those times, that's how things would have worked.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And then bad things, it's like you kill someone in the middle of the town, the whole entire town will try to kill you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You'll be run out of town in no time.
So kill cams are in the game as they were before, and kill cams depend on if you're a good person or if you're a bad person. There are different kill cams if you're a good person. If you are a bad person, there are also different kill cams for those, however you want to play. You can choose to save or kill hostages. That is an option when it comes to doing things, but that'll affect your honor system.
Yeah, so basically you can choose to be an outlaw or a decent vigilante.
The first time I play the whole game through, I will be a decent person. I'm not going to be
vigilante.
An outlaw. Yeah. But then after that, I'm gonna fuck around and just have fun with the game. So pretty much how the loadout works, it's you can only carry 2 pistols. You can dual wield, and you have 2 main guns. Usually your second main gun, it's a heavy and then it's a rifle, or you can use a bow and a rifle. And the only way to switch your guns is you actually have to call your horse, and your horse is where you can carry where you can switch out your guns. Your horse is literally your loadout.
Okay, yeah, so the horse is what's carrying all your stuff. So you don't have a way to carry your own stuff on you. Extra stuff. Yeah,
you're not able to carry anything. When it comes to horses also, they carry your kills if you choose to send the hide. What's that?
For a Grim.
Oh, okay. I see it's coming now. Wanted levels, before it was, if you had a wanted level, you can run away from them, and slowly over time it goes away if you stay out of their zone. Now you can actually be in zones and they will investigate instead of just being able to know that you're in the zone. So you can get away when being close to them. You don't have to run away as long as you're good at hiding, which I thought was really good. Mini games so far of what is confirmed is finger fillet, poker, and a version of domino.
Interesting.
You can whistle for attention in certain situations if you're trying to get an attention from a NPC or an animal or something. Now you can whistle for too long and you will actually run out of breath. Yeah.
Oh man. That's crazy.
You can actually pull up the website now and you can actually start going through some of the screenshots on their website. Actually, really great screenshots. I wasn't going to fill the whole entire page with all of their screenshots. They have a much better UI for seeing all that stuff. Another thing that's added to the game, weapon inspections. You need to weapons can degrade and jam if you do not take care of them. You actually have to clean your weapons, take care of them, make sure they're in shape to be able to go into gunfire and into fighting. If you don't take care of your guns, shit can screw up. Do you want me to send you the actual link?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be copying.
Oh, good. I just sent it to you.
I'm gonna try it one more time here. Yeah, no, it's pasting one of the Huffington articles.
All good. So some guns, hammers, you have to actually raise the hammer on the gun before you can shoot.
Makes sense.
Which is a cool little thing that they added.
Well,
oh yeah, Grim.
Makes sense, you know.
Yeah. What did I just do? So you can break enemy weapons if you shoot the gun. And you can pick them up if you shoot their hands. So if you accidentally shoot one of their guns in their hand, you will actually break the gun. You won't be able to collect the gun, but if you do shoot their hand, it will drop their gun. You can shoot hot hats off of enemies, and enemies can shoot your hat off.
Nice.
And it will not do damage to you.
That's funny.
Eyewitnesses, if people witness things, you can intimidate, you can no-tell, pretty much, I guess, bribe them, or you can beat them up to hopefully not have them report something on you. Melee combat has expanded and completely changed a shit ton. It's a lot nicer and smoother. It's something a lot better when it comes to contact. I mean,
not to interrupt you, but anybody watching on the stream itself,
that's one of the trailers.
This is actual gameplay footage right here.
Yes.
That's playing while he's discussing things.
Also, how I talked about earlier, time progressing, Arthur's facial hair will grow over time, and you have to shave it off. Also, people from your gang's hair will grow, all that, but I think they do their own thing over time. So when you're in the cold, you actually have to layer your clothes. You cannot go in with just regular clothes. You have to actually layer up. And when you're in hotter environments, you want to down layer.
Well, yeah, and kind of like a lot of the new survival games, like, well, not newer, but like most of the way that they're going with most of the survival games with like 7 Days to Die.
Yep.
You know, all those games like that, when you're out in a colder biome, if you spend too much time out there, you'll freeze.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you can actually get dirty in the game. If you get mud on you and you walk into a town, the town will frown on you more than so if you were clean. So you literally have to look out for mud piles and not to get dirty unless you have a way to clean yourself.
You're really almost forced to roleplay it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a great way that they did that because it helps you get more immersed with the story, I like to think. But if you leave dirt on your body, it will actually stain into your clothes. And then, of course, you just wash your clothes.
But on a washboard, obviously.
Yeah, I would think so. Somewhere in your camp, I would assume.
You wouldn't think they would have any kind of machine washers.
Probably not. You know, why not? So you do need to eat and drink in the game. Or I wasn't sure if drinking. I did hear about eating. Okay. If you don't eat, you can suffer dizziness, walking differently, and your vision may not be as clear. That Deadeye image where the carriage was actually blown up, that's actually where the horse's leg was completely blown off. If you actually go back and pause it in it, you will see the leg completely blown off.
Which one?
When the carriage was blown up, he was in the middle of the gold vision or Deadeye. He shoots from behind a tree.
Oh, I think I just saw that. Oh, yeah, yep, you can see his...
Yep, the whole leg gets completely exploded off. The back right leg.
Basically from the knee down is gone.
Yep.
Fuck, his front leg gets blown apart too, it looks like.
Yeah, I think one of the guy's legs on the actual carriage also gets blown off. The right guy, his right leg, I think. I
Yeah, he's
can't tell.
missing his foot. It looks like.
Yeah, I know literally the gore in this game is great.
Hmm.
I'm excited. Your character can actually gain and lose weight over time. I don't know if there's an extent to that. You can only gain so much weight. I don't think you can
Probably,
get
I would
super fat.
think.
But I feel it might inhibit how quickly you can do things. Maybe your stamina becomes less of a thing when you gain more weight, I guess.
Well, yeah, probably. You probably lose stamina and energy and stuff like that. It won't last as long.
Yeah. Of course, a big thing is going into that. You do get better by doing certain things. Like if you run a lot in the game, your stamina will get built up, just like how Grand Theft Auto is. If you run around for so long, your stamina will get built up to, I guess,
yeah,
a max
okay.
capacity.
Yep.
And then one of my biggest things and my last thing that I really wanted to get apart is there are 200 different species in the game. Every single species in this game have their own acting within their ecosystem, and they behave naturally. Literally, if you run around, the world will feel alive as their description.
Wow.
Because of how well based and how well they add the physicalness to animals around the world. It's actually crazy. It's fish, birds, all the different types of fish, because fishing is in the game. I forgot to mention that.
God, some of these scenes, like the landscapes are incredible.
The landscape is extremely nice, and that's all in-game footage.
That's incredible.
No, that's the biggest thing right now, Grim, is they say that even if you beat the story, quote unquote, you haven't beaten the story. There is still so much more you can do. There will always be something to do. Maybe it may not be a main mission, but they're supposedly, with how big the map is going to be, they're saying that you will pretty much never be able to beat the game.
That's
because
crazy.
of how much. But that's all I really wanted to say about the game.
I was actually
going to talk that long.
No, I mean that's all good, and you know it gives us. We did have a lot of odd stories that we talked about in the beginning too. So, and I had two story or one story that I didn't even two stories that I didn't even get to. So, it's no big deal. I'll either leave them for next week or find some new ones for next week. It doesn't matter either way.
For sure, we could use those for next week because spooky theme. It's October, right?
Yeah, it's still October. Yeah, the one death comment that could definitely be used.
WTF news.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think on that note we'll kind of progress into our little spiel at the end here. If you guys are interested in keeping the conversation going, I know a lot of you guys that are in here have been in here most weeks, if not all weeks, and have been watching the podcast for a while. There's a couple new people. Lunar Llama, hello, I seen you. Just we don't say hi to everybody right away just because we try to keep the flow going, keep things going.
I was trying to speed it up. If it was in the middle of it and I wasn't trying to get through a bunch of stuff, I would have easily said hi.
Yeah,
I was just trying to get through the giant list of things I had.
We try to find the appropriate times to acknowledge when people join the stream or if they're asking questions, and as long as the questions pertain to what we're currently talking about, if we can find a way to work that question in, we'll definitely address that question. Just because this is more based as a live stream podcast, so we do a little bit more addressing the live stream viewers, but at the same time we do want to try to keep the flow going as well, because of the fact that this is recorded for audio only podcast, for the people who want to just listen to it. But if you want to keep the conversation going, we have our community Discord. You're always more than welcome to join that.
Please, I will gladly talk more about Redemtion.
Yeah. As long as you're not already part of it, like most of the people that are in here right now. But we also put the podcast also goes up on YouTube as a recorded video. That will be clipped down a little bit further. You won't have the beginning portion of the stream. And then we also upload the audio versions to all the big podcast platforms like Google Play, iTunes. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't have.
Yes.
I don't have an
Yes,
Apple phone, and
iTunes.
I'm drawing a blank. iTunes and Spotify. We're on all three of those, so you can always find us on any of those. If you're looking to find us while we're not live, but we are live every Friday night at 10 o'clock Central is when we start, and then we just go till we run out of content for the week. Sometimes it's 45 minutes, sometimes it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, I literally said in the last episode we're shooting for not being over an hour, and then I was like, oh shit, but I have so many other things I want to talk about.
It's all good. We're gonna have episodes like that are gonna go a little over. You know, it's gonna happen.
And I feel like if people are interested in a game like Red Dead, they'd sit around and listen to the.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's about all we got. We got me and Brendan both do gaming streams as well on our other channels. Those will be listed in the descriptions of the YouTube videos and the audio podcasts. I think I have our channels listed in the Twitch panels on our Twitch page as well, for mine and Brandon's channels. If not,
yes,
you can get those in the Discord. We do go live with a game every night after the podcast. Immediately after the podcast, we both go live. And then I typically, for sure, am streaming Saturday night as well right now. And then come winter, I stream every night. Brandon streams as much as he can.
Yeah.
So there's always that you guys can check out. And on that note, I think that's about it. I don't think we had any new follows or anything like that.
No, we did have one.
Oh, we did have a new follow? Okay.
Yes.
And then my host will probably show up on there from my channel, but yeah, so I'll get the credits pulled up here and get those ready to roll. What did you just do to your camera?
What did I do to my camera?
Oh, hey, yeah, we don't want that.
What did I do?
It like went dark for some reason.
I wonder if it's because I'm loading up Streamlabs.
Oh yeah, maybe just less light coming from your monitors. That could be.
Oh yeah, because all the colors are changing.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna roll the credits, and we'll see you guys over on our game channels. You guys have a good.
To join, of course.
You guys have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.